Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And last time we found a few curse skulls. We're at the Island of Whispers. My favorite island in the game. Not that that really takes a whole lot, because a lot of this game has been kind of average and bland. And there's some dire folk here, apparently. We'll throw things at them. Yeah, we still haven't fully explored the main outer island. Okay, that lamp is just floating in midair now. Remember that for a moment. Because that's also going to get silly. Only the arrow can open the gate. Okay, well, I have a bow, so we're fine there. We have not opened that gate. Yeah, when I go to pick up another object, then it's like the game realizes, oh, this lantern is floating in the air, and it probably shouldn't be, so then it falls to the ground. What the heck? You know, if we didn't have those same consistent physics throughout this game, this is weird physics, I would say this island might be haunted because of the ghosts. And I totally used the force spell to hit the switch there, which I don't think that is what the game was intending, because there is actually a path if you climb up and around the mountain and make it further to actually walk up and hit the switch. So the force spell kind of lets you do a shortcut thing or get this way sooner than maybe what the designers were intending you to. And then I came down here just kind of randomly to see if there's anything, and I'm like, hey, this is the secret entrance. We drained the water here. I want that treasure that was hidden. So it's like these curse skulls are each going to give us a hint to something about the island or about treasure or whatever. You know, I'm trying to open it from the wrong side. A mana potion. Oh, it has a... Okay, well, there's another skull in here. Alright, what do you have to say? This is curse skull number 4. Here lies a mother who did the best she could for the wicked boy. Later at the hidden beach, her heart was shattered. Okay, so someone tried to help the wicked boy. Oh, there's another curse skull up there, but we actually have to have the water level up in order to get that curse skull. So we're going to have to go flip the switch again and then come back here later. But for right now, let's use our master key to get into here. Secret study in the canals. Magic. I was always able to feel it in Pharaoh. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to keep up with this. Yeah, post-commentary me and past gameplay me trying to sync up the time it takes to read something a lot. Not going to happen. So I'll let you guys read that. Basically, we're finding notes about... I'm guessing this was the Wicked Boy's lair? Because we've already learned that the Wicked Boy swam the canals and did some secrety stuff. And now we're learning that the Wicked Boy apparently was into magic and technology and mixing magic and technology. And apparently that didn't go over too well with the rest of the townsfolk. We're going to break that. We clearly have to get 2 boxes onto those 2 squares. Oh, I guess that's the box we need. Yellow switch, we're going to do that. Okay, well that's gonna do that. Let's... Well, I should just push this down first, because there's no reason not to. It's got to be pushed down anyways. And then we can hop over this way, and we get another note and a treasure. Okay, so the people were kind of rejecting him, you know, using magic or studying magic. And we've kind of heard, maybe we haven't heard it yet, but we'll find it somewhere, that the townsfolk were kind of on the simple side. They like the simple things in life. And I just gotta figure out how to get this box down. I need to push it on top of that other box and then push it down. Otherwise, it's just going to be stuck up against a wall. And you know what? We're just going to use this switch again. I'm not sure that this is the only way to do things. It's just how I feel comfortable doing things. So we'll do that. Then again, I guess if I push it up against the stairs, I could... No, because sometimes the game won't let you push objects if you're on a different elevation. We ran into that with that honey push block puzzle. Okay, there's that. And there's that. Okay. And then we come over here. So this is where the creation number 2 is. He's going to be in the cage. Alright, so let me guess. When we unlock that gate, that's when we're going to have to fight the thing. And so he was... I guess this creation did some damage to the people and the townsfolk, like destroying their houses, maybe killed a couple people, and then he decided, you know, that was a little too much and put him away in the cage. The wicked boy did, that is. Mechanical Lifeform Creation 2. I'm kind of disappointed that this is just a giant dark nut, which apparently is actually called Creation number 1. It does share the weakness of it can be frozen, but as you can see, yeah, we want to stay away from this thing. Somehow that did not cause me to take damage. That's fine. I'll take that. Now I notice he's still getting hit here, and it's not because of my sword, because my sword is clanging against his thing. And I realize, oh, it's my sword beams. I need to maintain full health to keep the sword beams up. And then we can just use sword beams to kill him. Because apparently they cannot block sword beams, even if they can block our sword attacks from the front. Alright, so that is the Creation 2 defeated. I accidentally made that look really easy. Oh, our cure spell now cures 3 hearts. That's cool. I like the little upgrades that we're getting to our spells and abilities and stamina and whatnot as we level up. I do enjoy that. Oh, hey, this takes a master key because it's green treasure. Piece of heart. Well, we had to have the master key to get into this place anyways. Okay, so we are making some progress here. Oh, and here's where we get this cursed skull. Cool, lots of things we needed here. This is Cursed Skull number 5. We're halfway done with the Cursed Skulls. Here lies a victim whose house was burned down by the Creation number 1. Okay, so apparently the wicked boy created not only that supersized Creation number 2, aka Big Dark Nut, but he created the number 1 Dark Nuts. Creation number 1s. You guys starting to piece this together like I am? Now, I am going to discuss a little tidbit of the plot. It has probably been said earlier in this game, but it was said at the end of this game too. I'm not going to spoil the full ending. Don't worry about that. But basically, the plot tells us or informs us. The game informs us. I thought we had the Force spell on. I need to re-raise the water so then I can go get that other Cursed Skull. That's what I'm trying to do here. But the game informs us that Archimedes was known for combining, like he combined technology and magic. and blood. So we have a wicked boy here who's combining technology and magic, and I'm guessing blood just means that it has life and can kind of think and act on its own to some degree. I don't know if that was the case with this island. I will say we don't get any hints that specifically mention the wicked boy combining technology, magic, and blood. But anyways, so that kind of leaves... And I'll also tell you this about this island. They're not going to specifically tell us the wicked boy's name. I kind of like that. I kind of like that because if we found like one of these cursed skulls that told us the wicked boy's name, you know, mystery would be solved. Whereas here, we kind of have to collect all these skulls to figure out what really happened at this time and read those other hints that we've been reading. As a hunter who tracked down the creation number 1 into the wicked boy's lair. So that was the wicked boy. So yeah, these cursed skulls that we're picking up are kind of piecing together the history of this island and these restless ghosts. So this cursed boy could have been Archimedes, who then went on to create, you know, the living fortresses and basically everything else. The other option is this wicked boy could be Mesmeroth. And I mean, I think it could go either way. I know there's like an official answer. I don't remember what the official answer is. But from a player perspective, from a what would I enjoy more out of this game perspective, I would prefer that this be Mesmeroth's backstory. The reason for that is twofold. Number one, Archimedes' backstory is that he's already created all this stuff, all this heroes equipment that we're using, the Shield of Kronos, Archimedes created a lot of these things. But Mesmeroth, what has Mesmeroth done? Mesmeroth is just like, I'm an evil wizard. And that's really it. But this, assuming that this all describes Mesmeroth, this adds quite a depth of character to Mesmeroth and gives him a backstory. We're going to talk a little bit more about that backstory later on, because we haven't uncovered all of it yet. It's a stupid little pea hat. Okay, why am I having such an issue shooting this target? Okay, I literally shot the target right there. Come on. I don't know what the deal with that target was. I guess that's where we needed the bow and arrow, as the dire folk were hinting at there. Oh, I have my sword beams. That pea hat did not take away my full health. So we can sword beam him. And this leads us back to, well, near the beginning area. There's also a ton of checkpoints around this island, and in my opinion, a couple of them are kind of awkward to... I've got to find out how to... That's probably the switch right here. That wasn't much of a challenge. Some of the checkpointing is a little bit awkward, because it's like, we'll tag one, and then, like, 3 seconds later, we're tagging another checkpoint without really having done anything or gone through any danger. The sounds those things make when we hit them with the sword beams. Okay, so we have a puzzle here. We need to light this torch, clearly. Alright, and that did that. Okay, but we need to get over to that side to do anything. So, okay, now these piles of dirt, can we bomb any of that? No. Okay. And the gate is still down. Is there a force switch we need to push? No. Do we need to stop the flame now that it flamed away that box? I don't know. But I kind of gave up on that rather quickly, because I figured, well, it looks like we have to come from the other side And I just haven't found that yet because there's still there's still like a third of this island not within the caves that we have not even explored yet. That is how big this place is. So yeah, I really love this concept. You know, I've been talking about prior to coming to this island, I've been talking about how this game's just been kind of like an average game. The items haven't really been anything out of the ordinary, unique, spectacular, maybe other than the Force spell. But I mean, bow and arrow, bombs. It's like basic Zelda equipment that we get in this game. Whereas, you know, with Zelda games, we get more like we get some unique items, some really unique and fun stuff, things to use, like the ball and chain, the fidget spinner, the rod of seasons. You know, just really cool. The magical leaf thing, Deku leaf. Is it the Deku leaf? We'll call it the Deku leaf. Hey, we found a cursed skull. This is cursed skull number. Are we on 7 or 8? It'll show us here. We're on 8. All right. Here lies an old friend who wanted to banish the wicked boy. Okay, so I'm guessing by this was I'm going to fill in some holes with the plot here. I do like this. I love this concept so much. I'm going to fill in some holes here and assume that this old friend was like the one friend that the wicked boy had, and then the wicked boy kind of turned on him as well. After he started studying magic and creating all the stuff and combining magic with technology. Yeah, all that. So I was thinking that this game was just going to be like kind of average, kind of like a 5 or a 6 out of 10 game. But with this island alone, it's bumped it up to like a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10 for me. Because I really love the depth that it adds to, I'm going to say, Mesmeroth's character. Could be Archimedes. But I would prefer it to be Mesmeroth, just so that Mesmeroth has some backstory of his own. And it really fits well with the overarching plot of the whole game, if this is Mesmeroth's backstory and not Archimedes. Because remember, Archimedes, well, yeah, it means Mesmeroth created the other little evil bug metal thingies. So, and I guess there would be 2 people that we know of as far as the plot that have combined magic and technology, that being Archimedes, and Mesmeroth has kind of done that. So I'm still sticking with the whole this is Mesmeroth's backstory. And we just push that block, so now we can get back up here to flip the water switch more easy if we ever need to, even though we don't need to anymore, technically. Okay, so we just have 2 more cursed skulls to find, 2 more pieces of heart to find. And I don't know if I can interact with this tree or not. Apparently not. Alright, well, let's get this treasure. And next time we're going to go a little overtime next time, but we're going to wrap up everything that this island has to offer. Because we're kind of almost done. So yeah, I don't think I found anything else in this particular episode, so we're gonna end things off here, and I'll see you then.